Our whole lives, people have asked us that question. You know that question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Me personally, that question has gotten harder to answer as I grow up. You know, when you were like 12 and someone asked you that, an adult asked you that, and you're like, I want to bake cupcakes. I want to be a movie star. Yeah, that could pass. That's cute. That's a nice dream. But you're 14, 15, 16, 17, get your shit together. They want to be impressed. Where exactly does this pressure come from? Is it outside pressure? Is it internal pressure? Is it a mixture? We're gonna find out. Or are we? I don't know. So, choosing your career. Why can that decision be so scary and tasking? You tell me. Duh. Like, why is you looking at me? Come on. Well, for some of us, it's one thing. For the other of us, it's another thing. And for a good amount of us, it's the fear of regret. This YouTube comment I saw kind of sums it up perfectly. That may describe how you're feeling right now. Or maybe you didn't. But I know it definitely described how I was feeling just like about maybe 5 days ago. I'm 16. I sound very calm, but I have never been more stressed in my life thinking about what my future looks like. And I'm sure I'm not alone. And I've pulled myself out of that place. I've prayed about it. I have spoke life into myself and my future, taken some time to do research, breathe, and just bring some clarity into my life. But I don't think it's talked about enough. To anyone in that place right now that you're anxious, scared maybe about your future, just don't be. I'm not gonna leave you like that. What kind of friend would I be? Fake? I'm speaking from a place of having worked through that, and I am still like praying about that topic because a couple of days of prayer and talking with God about my future is not gonna cut it. Come on now, like he's gonna talk to me every single day. What did you think? What was I saying? If you're in that place, just know you are not alone. You may or may have not known that, but sometimes when you're going through that, you know, mental struggle, you're just alone with your thoughts. Maybe you don't want to bother anyone about it. You can ask your parents for advice, but something about asking other people for advice is if you're not the one doing the research yourself, you're just going to be getting, don't do this, don't do that, you're going to regret that. Don't do this, so-and-so did this, and da-da-da. Be a doctor, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee, da-da-da. I mean, if you want to be a doctor, no hate. But what I'm saying is that you're gonna get a lot of opinions from everywhere. I think we should hear what other 16-year-olds have to say.
So, I feel like I don't have my life planned out. Like, a lot of people want to know what their dream college is, their dream job, but like, I just know I want to be rich and successful. I feel like if I plan my life out too much and I don't get what I want specifically, I'm going to be disappointed, especially if I'm not like successful from what I do. So I'm just winging it.
My vibe right now is just living life.
Hello guys, my name is Ty. For a career, I feel like I'm on the right track kind of because I want to be an architect and I've been getting into a lot of like painting and drawing. I feel like I secured that part of it, but I feel like the academic part is a little hard because I don't really know what I need and what I'm getting into. So during junior year, I'm going to try to like find myself and go through programs and just try my best to try to prepare myself for what I want to do in the near future.
Honestly, I feel like the careers that I want to do are just way too advanced for me and who I am right now, because like I constantly find myself comparing myself to others, especially when it comes to like grades and stuff, and sometimes I doubt myself that I'll ever get to those types of jobs I want, such as like being a vet or anything in like the STEM field.
Hi guys, my name is Mame, and if you want to follow my Instagram, it's Proud of Ag. My future career choice is gynecologist because I really want to help women, especially black women, because we don't get enough attention or the care that we really need when we go to the ER or doctor's office or even gynecologist offices. We don't. And I really just want to change that. I get really stressed out thinking about my future, especially at 16 years old. I'm 2 years away from graduating, and it gets really scary to the point where I start having panic attacks and meltdowns about my future. But I just gotta like focus on what I really want, and I know what I want, so I just gotta work hard at it.
Hi guys, my name is Madison. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at IM_MadisonC. Basically, this life stuff is too much. It's too much. I be talking to other sophomores, well, going into junior year, maybe knowing their whole plan out, like they're gonna be in college for this amount of time. You ask me what college I want to go to, all I'm gonna tell you is a HBCU so I can see black people. It's too much. And I don't want to plan my life out because I don't like following one direction and whatnot. Like, life,
As a 16-year-old, I feel like we have it worse than any other age. We are literally on the verge of becoming an adult and still letting go of our childhood. I'm just like, oh my God, why me? Why me? Why I had to turn 16? Why couldn't we just skip to 17 or 18 or 19 or 20? Like, I'm tired of being... I'm tired. I'm tired of being a 16-year-old. Who came up with this?
If you were to ask me a month ago what I wanted to do, I would just be like, I don't know. I always had law in mind. I always had psychology in mind. But I wasn't sure, and I'm talking about college, by the way. Now I know what I want to do with my life. I know what I want to do with my life. And I know what, colleges are my top choices, and I'm starting to get myself together. If I don't become a famous singer by, 2028 or something. Oh, and the way I did that was, I went to a college program where they really spoke about the college experience, this and that. I really recommend that because you could really get your life together in 2 days. This literally all happened in the span of 3 days that I was like, this is what I want to do.
I can see parts of myself in some of those stories. Growing up, I've always been ambitious and very hardworking, and sometimes it's been to my advantage or my disadvantage that I have high standards for myself. In terms of comparison, I've been there, and I've had to fight to not be there. I I really have to remind myself that everybody's path is different, and as much as I'm making this video for you, whoever is watching, it's for me too, because yes, there's the thing in your mind, in my mind, let me not say you, that wants to compare my life to other people, that wants to compare what are they doing to be successful to what am I doing in my life. And there's a fine line between being inspired by someone and wanting them to mentor you in a way, and then trying to compare yourself and say, I have to do exactly what they are doing. Externally, if you're an immigrant yourself or the child of immigrants, you can understand the added pressure when it comes to success and education. Also, as we're nearing adulthood, more is expected of us. Going into my junior year is kind of like a reality check. I'm growing up. It's not like I've just been doing whatever my past 2 years. I have been working hard. It just feels like time is running out. I guess that whole indecisiveness period or discovering yourself for people around our age is normal, and some people know what they want to do since they were youngins, and they're like, yes, this is what I want to do, and they stick to it. But for a lot of us, it's kind of like, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. So I guess that's kind of normal, but I also think that it speaks about the system, the education system that we're in. First of all, a lot of teachers do not get paid what they deserve. And secondly, I don't think that career choices or that whole process is emphasized enough in schooling. Neither is financial education, two things that are really important. Even private schools, I would say, although they have some sort of educational advantages and more specialized courses, a lot of schools in general lack career education and also finance education. And I don't mean just one day you dress up as a doctor, you dress up as a nurse, or you dress up as a gynecologist, or whatever you want to dress up as. I don't think that United States schools take that serious enough. Student loan debt. It's a freaking industry in the United States. The current statistics are 45 million borrowers who owe a collective of $1.7 trillion. This is a serious problem. Observing that is kind of like, connecting the dots. I think if students are going into the world not knowing anything about taxes, not knowing about how retirement works, not knowing about multiple streams of income and how, like, I don't know, one income is just not enough. Just not learning tools that they need to not only survive but thrive, that puts them at a disadvantage. It's more pressure on that decision because for the most part we are so uneducated about certain options. Like, we know scholarships and internships exist, but a lot of people are not fortunate enough to be given guidance. What scholarships should you be looking for? What internships are available?
How does a child aspire to a career they don't know exists? Especially when we know that most children will never have a class on career readiness, college exploration, or anything like it. In fact, they'll spend most of their time worrying about grades.
It's just so cliche, but write down your skills and talents. Ask people that you know your skills and talents. Write down your fears, maybe your limiting beliefs. What are those, and are they even true? Pray about it if you believe in that. Meditate about it if you believe in that. Journal if you believe in that. Don't be too hard on yourself, but know how to push yourself to get to where you want to get to. And at the end of the day, I can complain about schools have not done enough to enlighten children about career futures. They have not done enough finance. I can say all that, but at the end of the day, it's on me to go out and do research, reaching out to people. That puts me in a much, much better position. You can like the idea of something and then you do research and then you figure out, oh, back it up, 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 back it up. Oh wow, that's crazy. I don't want to do that anymore. That is not for me. YouTube, Google, anything, come on now. We have so much information at our fingertips that the generation before us and the other generation before the generation before us did not have. So please, please, please use that to your advantage. Internships. That is something I was not even thinking about. And what I realized this past week is that I kind of already knew this, but not really, but internships are not just for college. It's also a great idea to be getting internships in high school that align with whatever career path you want to try or you feel strongly connected to. So I really advise that. And a lot of us, don't have whatever connections we want in the field. That's why internships are really, really important. And Gary Vee said this perfectly like a couple years ago.
Interns, it's not about what you're going to learn this summer, my friends. It's going to be who you meet. Please understand as you go into this internship, maximize networking, shake hands, kiss babies.
There's definitely things I have learned from how I did my sophomore year. Some great things I did, some mistakes I did, like stretching myself thin. A part of me wants to be angry or upset at myself for things I didn't know in the past. A part of me wishes I was more vigilant, which is good advice for my future self. But I also know that there are for sure things I would not have known, and that would not be my fault. So while accepting those things, I also have to know how to be proactive. Thanks for watching. If you are experiencing indecision with whatever career you want to do or college you want to go to, you're not alone. Clock is ticking, but you're not alone. Don't feel like you have to make that decision today or tomorrow. So we'll be fine. We'll be okay. I hope this video helps someone. Thank you for watching. Bye. Wait, where are you going? Like the video. Duh. Okay, bye.